Okay, everyone, welcome back to Kaidal Kol Shira. Okay, we're going to learn today a piece of the Kaveh Yosher. It's a beautiful, beautiful sefer that was written in the city in Germany, Frankfurt am Main, and it's known as a classic Musaf sefer. So let's learn a little piece of the Kaveh Yosher, and we're up to Perik Yud, right? And I gave, it's opened up to where we're going to be learning right now. So let's go now. We're gonna, if you take a look at the top line, Yevaya boy, Goydel Achiev lahazmin aniyim lesudas mitzvah. Okay, interesting idea. There's an obligation when you're gonna make a sudas mitzvah to invite aniyim to the sudas mitzvah. By deizer loy yisayrer olav kitrig, and through that you'll avoid having a prosecution against the person, a kitrig, right, an opposition. Not only that, but the kateger, the prosecutor, becomes the defense attorney. And they're going to learn a medrash. There's a maisa that's mentioned in the medrash Tanchuma. One that was saved by doing this is chayav. And because when you bring the aniyam into the suda, it causes kapara. Similarly to when the kaihanim were eating the karbanas, they would get the atonement would come into effect then. Most people don't realize that. Most people think that they would bring their carbon chatas, they would say the vidui, right? They would slaughter the animal. And they would burn, they would not be marked with it. But Chazal teaches that it's only later that day when the Kahanim would sit down and eat from their part of that carbon, right, that you gave to them, with the kapara actually go into effect. Right? And as it says, Shakahanim oichlim v'baleya mischaprim, when the Kahanim would eat, then the Baal, the owner of the carbon that brought that carbon, he would get atonement.
But there's so many carbons. How could they have enough to eat?
How could what?
How could they
eat from all the carbon?
A lot of kahanim.
There were a lot of kahanim.
Yeah,
sure.
There were enough. There are thousands of people outside with carbons.
Well, not on a daily basis. They weren't bringing. They weren't bringing. Yeah, but they weren't. No, we're talking about a carbon chatas. Wow. So someone did it. Someone did something, a sin, inadvertently. Right, he forgot it was Shabbos, and he turned on it. He did something he shouldn't have done, or he ate whatever. He did something he shouldn't have done, and therefore he has to bring a carbon chatas. The Medrash says something interesting that you maybe find interesting is, the carbon chatas was always brought with a female animal. Only a female animal was brought only for a carbon chatas. Did you know that? Male karbanis were never brought. A male animal was never brought for a carbon chatas.
For the general population.
For all people that need to bring a chatas. And they said like this, it was very interesting, that people were scared to do anything wrong. They were so cognizant of not doing things wrong. Why? Because they say, the Medrash says such a beautiful thing, when they would be walking their animal in the street, and the children would see he's walking a female animal, what'd you do wrong? They'd shepherd him. They'd make fun of the person. Because they knew that he's bringing a female animal to the Beis HaMikdash, he did something wrong. So they would chep him and bother him. Why is he doing it? So people were so careful, they didn't want to make anything do wrong, because they didn't want to be put through that embarrassment. Interesting. Just a side note. Okay, let's go now. Here we go. Tzarech Adam, you see everyone there? Okay. Tzarech Adam, lizar kishiyasa sudas mitzvah. A person has to be very careful when he makes a sudas mitzvah. Kigoy mila. You're making a bris, right? Or sudas erison. Or you're making a suda for the erison, for the betrothment, right? Like we do today in our circles. We just make one. We make one at the chasna. We do the tenayim, right? The erison, the tenayim at the same time at the chatzon tish, and then we go right away to the chuppah and we do the nesuin. Okay, but it used to be, and it's even the minhag by Hasidim that they do today, that they'll make a suda. And they'll write up the Tanayim, right? They'll do the Tanayim, and they'll do that, a few months, 6 months before the wedding, whatever it is, and then they'll go through the engagement process, but they're already betrothed. Now we know that if a girl they wrote up the Tanayim, and for some reason the shidduch doesn't work out, and they don't wind up getting married, you have to get now. And not only that, but now this girl is considered she was considered an almana. Right? What? No, grusha. Excuse me, a grusha. And therefore she can't marry a kohen. So that's the reason why today we have the custom that we just do it together. They could do their engagement, and if everything works out, they're going to get married. So they'll do it together. So therefore, the period of the erison is a very short period. Maybe it's only a half an hour, an hour at most today. It's no more than that. Okay. Now, ein nisuin or the wedding itself. V'sudas bar mitzvah, or you're making a bar mitzvah. V'sudas bar mitzvah, right? Right? Yahader liyos b'soich hakruim. You should make sure that amongst those that you're calling, you're inviting to the wedding, aniyim ve'avyoinim lashkiach aleim b'dvarim noyim. Invite aniyim to the wedding, to the party, right? Whether it's a bris, it's a wedding, or it's a bar mitzvah, whatever it is. Make sure you invite poor people and deal with them in a very pleasing way. Don't just here, take this and no. Treat them with your utmost respect.
I've seen some Simchas, by my relatives, Chabad.
Yeah.
They have at least one table, maybe more, for unassigned.
Honestly, for them, they want to come in. No, but we're saying even more than that. No, send invitations to the aniyim. That's a nice thing too.
They're invited.
Yeah. Send invitations, invite them. You see the person, ask him, where do you live? Send them an invitation, invite him, and send him a nicer invitation. That's what we're saying. You'll see why in a minute. Because you're making a party for your son or your daughter. And you don't take this warning, and you don't invite the aniyim to the poor people to the party. Azai misayre kitrig meleilas harisha mismal. Okay, so these are angels that are not nice. Leilas is known as the in the Sfarim they say she's again nothing physical. She's the wife of the Sitra Acher. She's the wife of the Satan. Whatever that means. Again, we don't understand, but we don't even want to get involved. We don't want to get involved in these things.
Don't invite her.
What?
We don't invite her.
We don't want them invited. That they come when you don't invite the aniyim, and these other guys, they come in, they bring a lot of problems with them. They bring a lot of problems. As we see by Sudas of Avraham Avinu. When Avraham Avinu made the Suda, when he was making the Suda for Yitzchak, right? What happened? Kedisa of Medrash Rabbah. After the party, what is that? The Satan made a kitrig. The Satan was what? He prosecuted on Avraham Avinu. Halavam b'yomi gomel. As Yitzchak, the day that he made the bris for Yitzchak. V'asa Avram mishta gadol im kol g'day le'adar. Avraham Avinu invited all the dignitaries of the generation. V'lo haya sham shomani, but he didn't invite. This is Avraham Avinu. Avraham Avinu didn't invite any aniyim. So look what happened. Ad shama kodesh baruch hu Avram kach noas bincha. Wow. The Maisa of the Akedah, says the Kavayosha, bringing down from the Medrash Tanchuma, comes because Avraham Avinu did not invite aniyim to the Suda, the bris that he made for Yitzchak Avinu. So he calls the thing that Kachnos bincha shitchitcha. Take your beloved son and slaughter him. Es yichitcha et Yitzchak. V'chem etzinu eisal Eiv. When by the Navi Eiv, right? We heard the Navi Eiv, right? Eiv, what happened with Eiv? So it's the Suda in Banav. He made a Suda with his children. And there was no aniyim there either. So the Satan made a kitrig. At shehemis espanu v'naisav shaliav.
His sons and daughters died.
They died. Heimenu Ashroi, and he took away his wealth and his animals, everything he had. V'loi nach merukzai at shehevi olav yisurim. And he never had any piece of thing. He had only yisurim his whole life because he didn't invite aniyim to his parties that he made. Look at this. Now we're going to see a story here now. Al Kain, and this story is an amazing story. Al Kain tzarech habal suda lizamein lahazir lizamein aniyim l'suda. Therefore, the Baal Suda should make sure that he invites aniyim. Invite them. Kidei shalei katriga katega. So therefore, the prosecutor shouldn't make any prosecution on him. And not only that, kivan shemavakesh aniyim l'suda. If you're going to be mavakesh aniyim to the suda, if you will invite the aniyim to the suda, azai katega nasa saneger, then the prosecutor will actually come to your own defense. How beautiful that is, right? Kemay shematzinu b'medrash Tanchuma in Parshas Azinu. So if you want to look this up and know where it is, you can look up in the Medrash Tanchuma, Parshas Azinu. B'adam asher echad. There was one very wealthy man. There was a very wealthy man that was also a scholar. He was a scholar, and he was a wise person. Bas achas. He had only one daughter, and who was she? Yefastaya tsunua v'chamuda. She was a very pious, a very, very modest, beautiful girl. V'halach v'his what? V'halach v'hisa levitai sholish pam. He found 3 chasanim for his daughter. 3 chasanim for the daughter. L'shleish lebnei adam hachashuvim. He found 3 wonderful boys, very befit for his daughter. Uvechol laila rishayna shel hanesuah. From each night, the first night when they got married. Lemachris maitziyim bala. Next page, please. Mace. The next morning they saw that the husband, he died. 3 times. 3 times. So what happened here? What happened? Amra Almana. This girl, the Almana, said, Lahi amusu aid b'nei adam halai. I don't want anyone else to die because of me. I don't want anyone else to die. What she can do? Eishav amana v'aguna. I'll stay myself as an amana naguna ad asher yirakim hakadosh baruch hu. I'll stay as an almana until Hashem has any rachmanas on me. V'yashra yamim rabim. She said many years like this. This Asher, he had a brother that was a poor person. And he lived in another country. All right? And this brother, he had 10 nephews. Right? He had 10 nephews because the brother had 10 sons. They were lumberjacks. And they went into the forest and they would cut down lumber. They would sell the lumber and they would make money. And that was his parnasa and the parnasa for his family, because he would cut the trees down, they would sell the lumber, and then they would make money. What happened here? But there was one time he couldn't sell the wood. He had the wood, he couldn't sell it. And they had no money to buy bread even. They were no money. There was no reserve money. You know, today we're not accustomed to this, but people used to live there in the mamish on a day-to-day basis. If he didn't have his money that day, he didn't have. My mother-in-law told me an interesting thing, that my wife's grandfather, he was a German Jew. When he came to America, he had money, but if in his day in business that day, he was in the printing business. If he didn't make any money in his printing business, that night when they would eat, they couldn't have any butter with their bread. They would have to only eat bread. We didn't make money today. You have a couple $100 in the bank? No, I didn't make money today. Interesting way to think, right? Anyway, so these people had no money in the bed, they had nothing, and they couldn't. They had no no parnasa. And they sat, the whole family, right? The father, the 10 sons, and the wife. 12 people were sitting and they had no bread, nothing. And the next day he went to the forest, to bring wood. This alef ruach ha'av, v'zolgu einei haben, adim al goida aniyah shalav. And again, the same thing happened again. He didn't have any money, and the son was crying to the father. V'sola einei lamarim, and he put up his eyes to Shemayim. The son was crying, and he turned his eyes to Shemayim, and he was crying to Hashem. V'hara ben belibai, and the son was thinking in his heart. V'natal v'shus meyaviv v'halach lemedinas daidai. He wanted to get rishus from his father to go to his uncle, because he knew the uncle was a very rich man. So Tata, why are we sitting here in this poverty when we can go to our uncle and then he'll give us money and we won't have this problem? So what happened? So he got permission from the father. He went to the uncle's house. When he got there, oh, they were so happy to see the nephew. They were so happy the nephew came to visit them. They asked him, how's your father, how's your mother, how's the children doing, how are your brothers doing, your siblings? And how are your children doing? He also, okay. And he stayed there for 7 days. After 7 days, the son, this young man, says to his uncle, I have one question for you. Listen to this story. Al tishiveni. Don't answer me. Don't answer me. In other words, don't answer me with a no. Give me what I'm asking you. Ask me what you want. The uncle said, so ask me what you want. What is it that you want? I'm not going to ask you anything until you swear to me. So the uncle swore there. I'm asking you, this is my question I'm asking from you. Give me your daughter. I want your daughter as for a wife. I need your daughter as a wife. Yeah, it was no problem. When he heard this, bacha, he started to cry. When the uncle heard this, he started to cry. Amalei, Albany, no, my son. Kiba v'neseinu arabim kach midasa. She writes a lama, like it says, she yamas achasa laila rishayna. No. I don't want you to chas v'shalom die. Don't you? You don't understand. Your cousin, this young lady, was married to 3 young men, and each one of them died. You really don't want this because you're going to wind up dying. The kachu say the shala. Okay, Amar habocher. Almanas what?
Almanas came.
Almanas came. I'm not.
Even so.
What?
Even so.
On that condition.
Yeah, on this.
Even so.
Yeah, even so, I want to do it. Amar habocher almanas came. Amar loy daide. So the uncle said, Imal iske maman ata koifetz al tisaena. If it's just because you want money, and you're trying to collect, you try to gather some money, don't marry her for that reason. I'll give you a lot of money. He said, if you're just doing this because you want to get rich, you want money, you don't need to marry my daughter. I'll give you money anyway. I'll give you gold and silver. I'll give you what you want. Because you're a very wise, smart boy. Al tistaken. And it's my eitz I'm giving you. Don't put yourself in a sakana. Don't put yourself in endangerment by getting married to my daughter. You already swore to me. You already made this shvua on this. So he saw that he really wanted to do this, and he saw it wasn't the intention to just get money, right? He understood it wasn't the intention he wanted, because he offered him the money without getting married. But he still wanted to marry the girl. So the father went and told his daughter this story that just happened. When the almana heard this, when the girl heard this story, she started to cry in the bitter tears, bitter cry. Hashem, she cries to Hashem, Ti yodcha bi, your hand should be with me. Don't kill this child. Don't kill this young man. Please, Hashem. Don't do that. So what happened? After a short while, he betrothed this young girl, this girl.
Almana is a widow.
Well, because
She died. Yeah, she was a die. The three husbands died.
He didn't ask for more than that.
What happened to the father? He was still hungry.
He was okay.
maybe it's a
They say
time.
mefreknish kashas of a maisa. You don't ask why. There's a story. Let's listen to the story, okay? Maybe he sent the package. Okay, let's just say maybe he mailed them a package. Okay, you all right? All right. Okay, so yeah, okay, lamana. Okay, but kara aviyas. Now they called the father. They called the father, the boy's father. Doide shalachasan. Lezikne ha'ir al nesuin. So they called. No, he called. He called the uncle. He called the chasen to the zikne ha'ir, to the elders of the city, about the wedding that's going to be. They made a chuppah, and the chasen would sit amongst them. When the chasen came back to the chuppah, there was one old man that appeared to him. An old man appeared to him. That was Elu Hanavi. And he called down, he cried, he told to the chasen, Bini, I'm going to give you advice, and don't veer at all from what I tell you to do. Listen to me and listen good. When you come back when you sit down to the Suda, you're going to see an ani like you never met before. Such a destitute person that you never met before. When you see this person that I'm telling you you're going to see, talk him, get up, from your seat, and sit him down next to you. Give him the seat right next to you. So he's going to be sitting next to his wife, like we do like today, right? The chassan kala, they sit, and put his chin right next to you. Wow. Right? V'sein loy le'echol, and give to him to eat v'lishtois, v'shamesh lefana b'kol koichach atzmecha. Give him your all. Give him your all. Give him the best food. Give him everything you can. Treat him the best you possibly can. And then the Eli disappeared like Maisa with Eli Hanavi, right? On that first night, when the chasen was sitting in the front of the rows of the right, this ani came, as Eli Hanavi told him. Take of Kishara, Chasen Hasani, as soon as he saw this honey, this destitute person, he got up like he was supposed to from his place, and he gave him the place to sit. You sit down here. You sit here. He gave the honey. You sit here. And he did everything as the old man told him to do. Next page. After the party was over, he wanted to go now to the room with his kala, right? The ani came, followed after him. Bini, my son, ani shaluchai Shel Makim. I'm a shliach from Hashem. Ubasa yeina litol es nafshach. I'm here to take your soul. I'm here to take your soul. Amar lo yachasan. The chasan said to him, Tein li zman shana achas chatzi shana. Hey, listen, hey. Give me at least a year or a half a year. Hey, you're gonna take my soul right now? I just got married. What do you want from me? You're gonna take my soul now? Amalai lo yaseh. I'm not gonna do that. Amalai yachasan tein li zman shleishim yom. Okay, so give me 30 days. Give me 30 days. Amalai lo yaseh. I'm not gonna do that either. You don't have 30 days. Amalai yachasan tein li zman shivas yimei hamishna. Okay, give me at least the Sheva brachas. Let me live out the Sheva brachas at least. Amalai malach hamavis. The malach hamavis says lo yaseh. I'm not gonna do that. And the ani was the malach hamavis. I can't even give you one day. Your time's up. Your time's up. Now's your end, and your time is up right now. Give me permission. Let me get permission from my wife, and from my uncle, because he's my father-in-law. I'll let you talk to them. You can go talk to them. He said, because you were nice to me, I'll give you that. I grant you that, because you're not going to live longer. So I'll grant you that, but come right back to me after you're finished talking to them. He went to the room where the kala was sitting. She was sitting and crying. She was davening. When the chassan came to the kala, and the bacha called her. When he opened up the door, he let her know that he was coming in. He didn't just walk in. He told her, I'm coming in, right? She wanted to give him a kiss. She wanted to kiss the chassan. Why'd you come? Why'd you come over here to me? The chassan said, I have to get permission from you. Because it's my time to go to the Beis HaChayim. It's my time to leave the world. The Malach Hamavis came to me and he said to me, he's here to take my nefesh. He's here to take me away. Don't go from me. Don't leave me. Stay here. Stay with me. I'll go to your room where he came into you, and I'll go deal with him. You stay with me, and I'll deal with this problem. She went and she found the Malach HaMavis. This is some lady, right? She said to the Malach, are you the shliach that came to take my husband? You have the right. You came to take my husband? Yes, I am. He was brazen enough to say that, right? She said to him. She said to him, if a man takes a new wife, right? He doesn't have to go out to fight. Right? You know, when it says that in the Torah, when it talks about the new ones that got married, right? If he had a vineyard, if he had this, whatever it was, and if he had a new wife, he didn't have to go. He can't go out for any reason. He has to stay in the house with the wife for 1 year. That's what the Torah says. To make happy, to make joyous the wife that he just took. That's what the Torah says. And Hashem's Torah is emes, and Hashem is emes, right? Is Hashem emes? Hashem's emes, right? We all agree. Now, if you're going to take my husband's soul, As I tia Torah chas v'sholem plaster. The Torah is going to be false. The Torah says that he's going to have to stay with me for 1 year. So now if you're going to take him from me, so then you're going to make the Torah to be false. And Hashem is emes and the Torah is emes. So you can't do this. She was a good argument. He had a very good argument. Im tiskabel is the varay mutav. If you'll accept what I'm telling you, it's good. We're fine. V'im lav, bayi madi lifnei bezdin hagodol shebashamayim lifnei HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Now you come with me. We're going to go up to Shemayim. She says to him, we're going to go to Shemayim, and I'll plead my case up on high in Shemayim. Shama Malach v'Amallah. The Malach heard this and he said to her, Bishvil sh'asa balech imi chesed v'kibed oisi. Because your husband gave me the covet and he was nice to me, right here, see where it comes into play now? L'zois esa panecha ve'elech lifnei HaKadosh Baruch Hu v'asaper es devarech lifnei HaKadosh Baruch Hu. I'll give you your request. I'll grant you your request. You can come with me up to Shemayim and you can make your case to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Plead your case to Hashem. V'olach hamalach l'shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu k'sheref ayin bo b'simcha pam ha'acheres l'cheder v'omar. So the Malach Hamal, he went up to Shemayim. And he came back instantly. And he came back to the room and he said, Shakadosh Baruch Hu v'iter lachosen eschaya b'avur ha'gemilas chesed she'aseh ima'ani. HaKadosh Baruch Hu was Vito. He granted the request that because you did the Gemilas Chasad, you were Gaimel Chesed to me. The Malach HaMavet says that when I was dressed as the Ani. V'chol halayla hazeh hoyu ha'av aviv akala v'ima holchim v'sevivas hacheder. And the whole night they were pacing the hallways. Right, so the chassan went together with the kala in their room. Right, like they're supposed to do, right? Husband and wife, right? And that night they were pacing the halls. They were going around the room. They were pacing around the room. They heard that they were joyful together. They were happy. They were listening to see that they were happy. In the morning, the husband and the father and the mother came into the room. And they were so joyful together. And they told this story over to the whole community. This story that happened with the Malach HaMavis, the Ani, right? The whole story, they told it over to everybody. But everyone gave praise and thanks to Hashem. Ad kan l'shayne, that's the lashon of the Medrash. V'chol zeh goram ha'chesed sh'asa chasen im ha'ani. And this is how far, when you do a chesed with the ani, this is how far it goes that you could save the life of a person because of making a chesed for an ani. It's amazing. It's amazing. Let's finish the next page. Valkein sarach adam lizoya libilti laharos panim zayefes laniim. You don't come with a long face. You don't come with a abyss in the face when it comes to the aniyim. They didn't come. What are you coming here for? Who asked you to come here? You don't do that. Habayim l'slay base when they come to your house. Certainly, don't attack the aniyim that come to your sudas mitzvah. Don't do that. Kikivan shabalabayis mivayesh aniyim. Because if chas v'shalom the balabayis will be mivayesh, he'll make fun, he'll embarrass the aniyim. Bishvil kach mishave ro gedayla, some great terrible thing will come about from that. V'lechein lo yitztayer adam im yilay ezeh zehuvim yoysa haitzah ki yesh bazeh kaparas oven. You give out your money, take it, give it out because you're going to get kapara. But don't think you know like they say, you know when we give money to an ani, we think we're doing the ani the favor. But the Sfarim tell us the ani is actually doing us a favor to take our money because he's helping us more than we're helping him.
How?
Because we get kapara. The tzedakah is tatzal mimavis, right? We know that, right? Tzedakah is tatzal mimavis. U'kumeisha kosav Rav Agadol me'aram Bavli Zal. B'sefer Tamei HaMitzvahs. Tayelis Godel Abalei Yasuda B'masha Oichlim Hakruyim Aniyim. that he said what a great tayelis, what a great benefit there is to the Bala Suda, the ones that are making the party, right? That to call in the aniyim, and he said like this: Shu mamish dugmas carbon. Then it's compared to a carbon. When you do that, it's compared to the carbon. Shu kayhanim oichlim, that the kayhanim are eating. Ubaleim is chapping, and the Baalim are getting kapara because the Baal brought the carbon. And you give him the best that you can, the tuvayin, the best that you could see to giving him. Vaz nemer olav toiv ayin hu yivarech, with a toiv ayin, with a good eye. Who yivarech, that'll be the bracha in the midst of Hashem. We should always be able to do that. It's such a beautiful lesson. I wanted to share that with everybody. This is a nice perspective. And again, it doesn't matter. Again, if an ani comes to your house, right? It's not how much you give the ani. It's not how much you give him. You can give the ani $1, you can give him a quarter, whatever you're going to give the ani, but give him with a smile. Ask him, ani, would you like a cup of water? Would you like a banana? Can I give you an apple?
Somebody came and said nobody offered me anything.
See what I mean? But that's all they want sometimes, to treat them like a human being. Treat them like a human being. I had an ani comes to my house. He said, it was a cold night. He said, can I have a tea? So I made him a tea, of course. You make him a tea, why not? And then we gave him some zionist, right? And that's what it's all about. It's about giving to them and making them feel good. Because really, who you're helping? You're helping yourself.
We don't always realize that when you give some person